Hi guys, and I'm back with this review on the Hornby P2, which is a railroad one. I know a lot of people have reviewed it before, but this is my opinion on the model. Some stuff I know, some stuff I don't, so I apologise about that. So yeah, next up will be information on the model itself, and then I'll get into detail. Here is some information on the modelling news. In 2013, Hornby Railways combined with the A1 Locomotive Trust to produce a model of the class, starting with the original P2. 2001 Cocker the North was released in early 2014, both as a low-level Hornby Railroad spec and as a high-detail version, including 3 levels of the model. With Hornby's new twin-track sound, TTS. So yeah, onto the front of the loco now, as always. For a railroad one, it's pretty detailed, I must say. We don't have no sprung buffers, but they are painted in like a metal colour, silver. They also have separately applied lamp irons, there and there. We have a whistle at the front, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the same as the A4 chime whistle. We have wonderful detailed on the smoke box dart with the hinge, etc., and the dart there. We have the number on the beam as well, which is 2001. And we have some riveting down the side and handrails. As we move on to the side of the loco, as you can see, it has that distinctive look of the P2s, the original P2s that is. We have, I believe, a washout plug there. We have some fine handrails. We have the reverser. We have the wheel configuration, which you just see is a 282. We have some rivets there and there, which I believe could take out, and we have the white lining, black and white lining on the boiler. And we have the Cocker the North nameplate, which is printed. On the other side of the loco, there's a little bit more detail on this bit here. We have all these piping and cylinders. I'm not 100% sure what they're for. And we have a little bulge bit here. Failing that, it's all the same. And also we have the really fine line linkage of the rods and stuff too. As we move on to the cab area, like I said before, we have some washout plugs here, and here. We have a step, which is wonderfully done. We have glazing. We have a basic cab area. I think there should be a plaque somewhere here. We have another washout plug. We have the safety door, I believe. So yeah, and we have the pony truck is moulded. It's not painted. It's moulded and it sticks out, and it's fixed. So yeah. As we move on to the cab, as you can see, it's all glazed. It's all moulded inside, but not painted. I believe that's a seat there and there. I could be wrong. We have the plug underneath there, which is for the tender connection. So yeah, it's pretty nice for a railroad. And we have the vents. You can just see the vents there. Here is a helicopter view of the loco. You can see the rivets are there. Some more rivets where the dome should be. And then we have the vents and safety valves here. So yeah, now onto the tender. It's pretty it's moulded. We have moulded handrails there. We have I think it's for the water scoop, moulded. Coal's moulded too, obviously. We have this really silly plastic connector to the loco. It's all painted here, nothing separately painted, all the same colour. As we move on to the side of the tender, and they're both the same on either side really. We have the lining, which is green, white, black, white, green obviously. We have the Lner lettering, which is basic but nice. Everything is moulded all the same, nothing painted separately. but it's railroad, it's fine. We have the water cap there, I believe, which is there. We have the coal load, which, yeah, it's nice. It's not too bad. It's nice. It's there. As we move on to the back of the tender, there's really not much here. We have the separately applied vacuum pipe, still plastic buffers, but metal, which is a nice touch. We have the red on the buffer beam too. We have huge steps, must be said. We have moulded lamp irons. We have, I don't know if I mentioned that, handrails are all moulded as well. And we have the really thin screw-in coupling. The Lner class P2, the London and North East Railway class P2 was a class of 282 steam locomotive designed by Sir Nigel Gresley for working the heavy express trains over the harsh Edinburgh to Aberdeen line. As they were served on the Scottish Express, they were given famous names from Scottish law. 6 of the class were built, introduced between 1934 and 36, and then between 1943 to 44, the class were rebuilt under Gresley's successor, Edward Thompson, into the Lner Thompson class A2/2. which is a 462 type. Here is some information on the class. Power type is steam. Designer, Sir Nigel Gresley. Builders is Doncaster Works. They were built, as we know, between 1934 and 36, and 6 of them were produced. The wheel configuration is a 282, which is a Macdo. The type is coal. Fuel type is coal. They operated just under the London and North East Railway. All were retired between 1943 and 44. They all were rebuilt, as we know, into the Thompson class A2/2. All scrapped. One replica and one new build is under construction. Here is some information on the model I just looked at. Its number is 2001, name is Cock of the North, and it was built on May 1934, and it was rebuilt on September 1944. The information that is coming now is to do with the later one, the 462. So its BR number is 60501. Its second grouping number is Lner 501. And its first grouping number is Lner 2001. Its work lot is 1789, and as we know, its name is Cock of the North. The class code for this one is the A2/2 or P2. Designer is Gresley/Thompson. The wheel configuration, as we know, is a 462 or a 282. It was built at Doncaster Works. Its 1948 shed code is 61A Edinburgh Fairhill, and its last shed code is 50A York North. It was withdrawn on the 8th of the 2nd, 1960 at Doncaster Works. It was cut up on the 28th of the 2nd, 1960. Just a little note here, it was involved at an accident at Doncaster 31B in 1951. So yeah guys, that's it on the tracks. There will be a video of it going across the points and showing you it can do second radius. The video will be coming up now. So yeah, the video was interesting. Well, I thought it was anyway. Especially a big loco like this doing second radius curves. I have read and I have seen it that it can do first radius, believe it or not. I'll try and find the video and I'll try and get the okay off the guy to use it if I can find it. If not, I apologise. So I have no first radius curves on my board. So yeah, usual stuff now. Running session and then overall at the end. Yeah, DC, not too bad. A little jolt at the start, but that's usual on the crossing. A lot of locos do that. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video, our running session video. Do apologise if the camera went blurred. The camera's playing up still, I don't know why, so I do apologise. I also like to apologise for the lack of entertainment on the video, as there is no other locos on here. So yeah, I didn't know what to run with it, so I thought I'd just run it like a slow express type passenger train with it instead. Also, I'd like to apologise for the Thompson coaches with a P2. I know it's not good, but it made up the train and it went pretty well, I believe. But on the other side, these Legos are lovely. You can buy them pretty cheap. I'm happy with the railroad ones. Just a few issues I have, like the lack of a metal drawbar there, and the pony truck, or the bogie truck, whatever you call it, is a little light. To be honest, if you're reversing it, it will derail over points. And the fixed rear one here, And I don't like when a Hornby do that to any locos, but you know, it's meant to be saving money, but I don't know if it does. They find other ways to pump the money in. So just take the coronation that's coming out this year. It's about £200 for a DC version. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that was the video. Sorry about the rant at the end. There's a few issues I have with Hornby, etc, etc. I also apologise that you might have seen this loco a million times from other people's channels, but this was my take, my opinion on the loco. If you're into Lner and you're into British Steam, yeah, there's only I think 8 or 12 of them made in real life anyway. Obviously, we have a new one being built. Also, I'm planning on getting the streamlined version. So basically, it's got an A4 nose there. At some point, hopefully next year, and I'll show you guys that when it comes. So yeah, guys. Until next time, it's goodbye from them. It's goodbye from me, guys. Bye.